right, this next one is probably gonna confuse y'all as much as it confused me, if not more. My boyfriend ordered me a dress for date night. You get it, right? Do you guys get what's happening? Let's try to psychoanalyze this to the best of my ability, because I too do not understand what about this warranted 33,000 hearts. I am lost, but I'll do my best. So the first thing is, he's not the one who made you wear that unflattering sports bra under there. That was your choice. First of all, you made that choice. I would have made a different one. If that's the problem, not on him. It's wrinkly. Maybe the issue is that he ordered it the same day and then did not present it to her until right before the date, which did not give her enough time to iron it, which is hard to believe because she has time to set up her phone and record this whole TikTok and edit it and post it, which is, I would wager, approximately the same time it takes for an iron to heat up. In fact, you could ask him, you could communicate to him, hey, do you mind ironing this while I do something else in the time it would have taken me to shame you? Maybe like smoke a J to chill out or something. So y'all are giving me some ideas here as well. Maybe she didn't like the color. Maybe she didn't like it, the style. Maybe it's not expensive enough. Unfortunately, she doesn't ever speak. This right here encapsulates perfectly why so many marriages end. Because a person will communicate like this and then be like, and he still doesn't know what he did wrong. Can you believe it? If she was the troll that popped out from under the bridge and this was the riddle, I would be dead. I would die. I would be the one mauled by the troll. I would not make it across the bridge. I think I know what's going on here. Even so, it's a very nice color and it flatters you. Iron it and embrace it. Okay, so just buy your girl something she likes. Just simply do that. Just simply get her something she's gonna like. Don't ever buy her something that she hasn't already told you she wants. Honestly, that's not bad advice for some women, actually. Yes, steam, hair done, shoulders back, you will feel 100% better. The fabric is never going to be ironed. It tends to wrinkle just by looking at it. I've read through this like 100 times. I still have no idea what the issue is. If the dress isn't your style, then just return it. Thank you, user, all those numbers, because we're all so lost. The issue is that an observant man isn't too much to ask for. Also, how rude you are. What is there to observe? Am I a man? Is this me getting my, like, chromosome test back early? Like, I've been wrong about being a woman my whole life? Because I'm pretty sure that I've been a woman my whole life. But I'm starting to second guess because what? What did he fail to observe? If you're poor, just say that. So this might actually be my problem here. This might be the perception, and I'm now realizing that this is not a gender issue, this is a class issue. So I'm starting to see it. The reason that I don't always pick up on fashion stuff personally is because, yeah, until very, very recently in my life, I was a brokey. 5 years ago, I would say, is when I like stopped being poor because I got a really, really good job in the STEM field, like literally working in computer science and finally living comfortably and still very much like lower middle class. And I grew up in Detroit from an immigrant family. So you have to understand that I did not grow up with a concept of like fashion, like certain styles of like even understanding the difference between like cashmere and other fabrics, knowing what different styles are and the names for them, the name brands. Like I am still so far behind on that. And that's obviously not a gender thing. Like my female privilege has not helped me know these things. I simply come from a different wealth class. So I'm starting to understand that the issue is that he maybe bought a dress that is made out of cheaper fabrics and women who are more well-versed in fashion and clothing than me can recognize that. Someone just said Amazon Basics dress. I'm purely looking at this from a technical standpoint. I'm looking at this from, okay, what physical process can be done to iron out the wrinkles? That's all I care about. Oh man, it's always uglier than I think it's gonna be. Like, oh man, there's some really quiet gendered issues going on here, but dude, they're actually really loud classist issues that it's always uglier, you know? People are giving some like genuine fashion advice, like I think some striped teal wedges, which like, Emily, why do you think that every woman just has a set of striped teal wedges laying around? Like, I'm so outside of the same like mental wealth box as a lot of these women that I see online. Like, dude, I'm still from the, like, I still come from a mindset of like, well, you gotta have one black working shoe, one brown working shoe, athletic shoe, sandal. I literally still live with that mentality. And the fact that women are like, well, you're either going to want to pick from your tan chunky wedges or your thin point teal and white stripe wedge. Like, I'm really starting to like just recognize how much of a brokey I've spent my whole life as, apparently. And that's the thing though, is like, are we brokies or are we the like just the 99% and it's the very loud 1% that's getting upvoted to shit? Teal with a peach dress? Look, I could see it. Oh God. He wants to make sure no other guy will look at you. This is what I mean. It starts off bad and it always gets worse. Now they're honestly theorizing that this is all a conspiracy to deliberately make her look as ugly as possible. Oh my God. And this is something that I grew up with. It's not just a woman thing, but from my personal experience, I happened to see women display this behavior more often, is the assumption that when a man does something that they don't like, it's always to hurt them. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been guilty of it in the past. Like, in the very beginning stages of my marriage, I used to see something that my husband did, like dishes left out or something, and think to myself, oh my God, he's doing this to piss me off. This is revenge for something. He's doing this to make me clean up after him. And now I know, after many years and actual conversations and actually taking the time to ask about things, that 9 times out of 10, it's a simple miscommunication. Okay? What man have you ever known in your entire life who has bought a spite dress? Let's be fucking real. What man in the world has been like, I'm gonna buy my wife the ugliest dress that I can find for the sole purpose of locking her in? What? Y'all are making up fantasy men. You guys are making up a dude who doesn't exist, and 541 of you guys are going along with the fan fiction. This is embarrassing. Oh my God.